Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a long time since I've just had a chatty art vlog like this, so we are going to have tea together as we talk about art and process and anxiety and just where I've been with my business and my process of that. So welcome. Feel free to get a hot beverage yourself and just chill out for a little bit while we process together. Usually with a set like this, you share the tea with a few people, but I'm just doing it with myself and with all of you. So rather than using all of the tiny cups here, I'm going to be using my little eyeball mug. If you watched my Beard Fest video, you recognize this. I'm still obsessed with it. I am going back to my hometown to Louisiana in a few days. Actually, when this video drops, I'll be on my way there, and I'm going to spend a good week just hanging out with family. I'm gonna go to my cousin's wedding, and we're gonna go wedding dress shopping, which I'm very, very excited about. I don't think I'm gonna cry though. Like, I can't really picture myself crying about a dress, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. So Halloweekend is behind us, and we're still in fall, which presumably is the busy season for what my business is, because it has a very fall aesthetic, because it's my favorite season, and I just really love warm colors and oranges and yellows and, you know, this cozy feeling that comes with autumn. But now that Halloween is done with, I think I'm gonna give myself a little bit of time to recover and reflect and plan my next move. I'm not really sure what's to come as far as products for my next launch, but I'm not really too concerned about it because it is getting easier and easier to create more intuitively, and I think being medicated for my anxiety has had a lot to do with that. I've been taking Zoloft since July, and now that I've been on it for a little while, I can really see how much that anxiety was playing a part in my struggle within myself to create, and not only with my artistry, but also just feeling like a good person. I have seen myself as someone who is often accidentally selfish for a very long time, and I think that was more tied into my anxiety than I realized, like social anxiety, just getting overwhelmed by things, forgetting things that I didn't want to forget, dropping the ball with things, and those things still do happen. I mean, I'm human, but it's feeling more like something that I can work on and that I can manage, and I don't have to continuously beat myself up over these mistakes that I make. So yeah, I've just been having a lot of conversations with myself about how can I work on the parts of myself that I am not proud of or would like to see a change in a real way. And I've been journaling about it, or just journaling about life in general, but the other day these 3 words popped up that I think I'm going to just try to hold on to as a mantra. I want to lead my life and my artistry with generosity and honesty and patience. I think if I can really focus on those 3, I can get to a better place and get in a habit of walking the walk, if you know what I mean by that. You know, I believe that you have to protect your energy and your space and your power, but I think moving to New York and getting so used to this like fast-paced hustle and bustle, I've gotten a little too used to shutting things down, keeping a wall between me and other people, and sometimes that's necessary, but sometimes it's not. And when you're truly confident in yourself and feel good about who you are on the inside, then you're not as threatened by other people. You're not as worried about what they're going to think or what they're going to say that might throw you off because it's gonna like ruin your entire day, because it's not gonna ruin your entire day, because you know who you are and what you're doing. In the spirit of that, I am using this trip home to I just want to focus on that, on being a little more generous with my family, a little more patient, a little more honest. And honesty is hard too, you know, because honesty is not always pretty, it's not always polite, it's not always easy. Honesty can take the form of, hey, you did this thing and it hurt my feelings, or hey, I didn't understand what you meant by this action or this thing that you said. And those conversations can be very, very hard, and sometimes I will avoid them completely, but there are a few people in my life who example that so well, like a healthy sense of confrontation, a healthy sense of self that allows them to engage with that, and I've seen it be so productive, and it's occurred to me that we need more of that. It's the kettle, if you were wondering what that noise is, it's my electric kettle. Honestly, it's pretty bad. Could really use some honey or something. I think I may have steeped that a little too long. Okay, what was I saying? It'll come back to me. Patience. See? Patience with myself. Oh yes, just the world needs more healthy confrontation, more healthy conversations between people who don't see eye to eye. It's a very good thing. It can feel scary, but the more you learn how to do it, the easier it will become. I've already started to kind of assert myself a little more in gentle ways, and it's been I've gotten a very positive response, so I'm excited to just kind of keep walking that walk. But yeah, those are the 3 words that I'm really holding on to. My bullet journal is usually a larger journal that I keep kind of everything in. It's a little more, it's not organized. Everything goes in there. Finances, ideas, journaling, doodles, just whatever. And I have other journals that are for more specific things, but the bullet journal is like the go-to for everything. And my friend Hannah found this at TJ Maxx. It was on clearance, and I was like, oh my god, this is it. This is the bullet journal. If you don't know, shame on you. No, I'm just kidding. This is the Grimoire, or a lot of people call them grimoire. I'm not getting into that debate. The Grimoire from Wicked, the movie. It's shaped like this in the movie. Not in the musical, but in the movie. There's this really cool moment when she approaches and it opens up just like this. Well, that's the other side. It's like this. Yeah, this is the front. Look how gorgeous this is. And then these are all like blank pages that you can use as a notebook. So I have been very excited about journaling these days because I have this very cool grimoire notebook, and I've just been having a blast just pulling it out and writing about my day. And through this process, through finally getting a handle on my anxiety, I have found a different relationship to my sense of self, to the way that I see myself, the way that I interact with myself. And that's, you know, it's important for artists to really examine the self constantly. It's very important. So I think that's what this new self-portrait is about. And I say new, but it's really like the first self-portrait that I've done that came from me. That was like, I want to do this. We used to do them in elementary school. I remember we'd like make our own face with Play-Doh or whatever, but I can't remember the last time I really committed to a self-portrait because I wanted to, because it always feels kind of icky and kind of like just strange. I mean, I couldn't even bear to watch myself on camera, like on film, for the longest time, and this whole YouTube process has really helped me get over that. And yeah, it's just interesting to see the ways in which my artistic practices are starting to really overlap, because I've made some progress as a painter through this, well, I don't really know how that happened, but I've definitely made progress as a painter, and I've put more energy into that. And this year I've also found an acting class that I finally like feel so at home in, and the vibes are just so good, and there's no sense of competition or like status games. It's just about you and what you are working on and what you decide to work on, because we get to bring in our own material. So I'm just spending a lot more time considering, what is it that I want? What is it that I want to paint? What is it that I want to act in class? And it's given me a lot more agency. And I think that agency is rewarding to my imagination, and to my confidence as a person. I mean, it takes a lot of confidence and a lot of self-assurance to get behind a camera or you know, sing a song or do performing arts in general. So in that ways, I'm like, yeah, of course I have confidence, but to have confidence in your artistic voice, that is something different. That is something new, that I am really working to discover. I'll just give you an example of how I'm seeing these two things merge together. I've gotten back in the habit of sketching characters that I am working on in class. For instance, this one that I'm working on here is inspired by Nina from The Seagull. And while I'm working on this, it's occurring to me that I don't really know much about like Russia at that time, but like the act of exercising my imagination by putting this image on the sketch paper, suddenly there's all these questions that are popping into my head of like, what is this house like? What does this lake look like? How cold does it get in the winters? What does she wear? You know, what wildlife might be around? Just little things like that would inform this character's upbringing and her childhood. That's something that I used to do when I was in high school. I would draw sketches of the characters that I was playing. So yeah, it's really nice to get back in the habit of that and see what comes of that. And it's just fun. It's not result driven. It's not because I'm doing it as an assignment or because someone said that, oh, you have to do this to be a great actor. It's just for myself and for the fun of it. And I'm trying to lead more with joy in my work. So as far as the art business and how many sales that I'm making per month, you know, it's not really important right now because I'm invested in where this artistry is going and what's gonna come out of it. And it's exciting to me that I don't even really know how it's going to come together. As far as like me being a performing artist and a painter, but that's okay. I don't really need to know. I'm just excited. Thank you so much for joining me on this full moon night. I am so happy to announce that my business is officially an LLC through Taylor Brands. It's not a sponsorship, I'm just excited. It was pretty easy to do once I like sat down and made the time to commit to doing it. I'm a little nervous about all of the tax things and technicalities that come with that, but I'm sure I will figure it out. And we just hit 150 subscribers on YouTube. Yay! I've been waiting to hit that number. It feels so good. And I'm so appreciative of every one of you who clicks and watches these videos and engages with my content. My art shop is still up. I've got stickers and prints and originals, and who knows what else is coming down the pipe. We'll see, but yeah, if you enjoy cozy content like this, please hit the subscribe button and like this video, and I will see you next fortnight. Bye.